Hey guys, this is Sammi from Revolver. I'm here with none other than Corey Taylor, Slipknot and Stone Sour frontman. Corey, how you doing today?
I am quite moily and not completely caffeinated yet, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I've had some of your lovely Double Diamond, which was recommended by yourself. So
True.
I'm getting there. I haven't broke out in like the fiend sweats yet. So
Not
I mean,
yet.
I think that's probably good.
Good. And I'm glad you stopped by today because I want to talk about your new book, You're Making Me Hate You. It's out now.
Yes.
And what's great about this book is it's kind of the Jean-Paul Sartre quote, hell is other people.
Very true. In fact, that quote is at the beginning of the book. So yeah, I've never heard anything that's more true in my life, especially in this day and age when everyone can't be bothered to get their stupid faces out of their smartphones enough to, I don't know, get off an elevator. Seriously? That happened yesterday. Like somebody's like, oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was like, yeah, but it's because you were ogling or oogling or whatever the hell you were doing at weird skin pics on, poop tube or something. It was ridiculous. So yeah, I'm literally on the edge of snapping and killing a bunch of people.
So is that why, you wrote a book about it so you don't
Yes,
head up to a
yes.
clock tower? You know what I mean?
This
man?
is my form of therapy. I can only assume that everyone else will read this and use that as their therapy. But I've had so many people tell me that they relate to so much in that book that I'm like, well, I'm just glad I'm not the only one. We're going to start a support group. We're going to meet every Tuesday. The coffee will suck, but you can smoke. And I think that's what's really important.
Positive.
Yes.
And so basically what you're saying in this book is that most people are dumb and nuts. So for people like me and you, how do we get through it?
We just kind of we band together the people that don't suck, basically. Like we give everyone a keychain that is easily recognizable from a certain distance. We need a code word. We need a special handshake, and I'm thinking we like even go the extra mile and we get some sort of modified pant that is like a uniform of some sort. Like one leg's just a little shorter than the other. But then the other leg is like super long and spandex. So it hikes way up and it looks ridiculous. And it's like, But then people would see that and then take it as a fashion statement and then we'd be ruined.
We'd have to change again.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start over on that. I'm gonna get back to you. I promise I'll be back to you.
Now, a lot of the topics you cover in this book, it's anything from reality TV to malls to children was my personal favorite.
Yeah.
Can you explain to the viewers, just one story about something that's just driving you absolutely nuts from something in the book?
Oh, from in the book? Oh, man. The kids are getting worse and worse. And as a parent myself, I just look around and I'm like, what are these parents like teaching these kids? Like, what are you actually trying to instill in them as far as like any level of intelligence to take care of themselves later on in life,
Sure.
And I've seen kids like just hanging from ankles as they're being dragged through an airport, and the parents are just like, just get to the gate. Just get to the gate. Just get to the gate. Like not even trying to like get them to just chill out and figure it out, It's like people can't be bothered anymore, to try to get the kids to have like a certain mental capacity, or how about just a moral barometer, where it's not okay to just walk up and smack a stranger in the face and say, hi, rip, hi. That's not cool. I'm sorry. Like if that happened around my friends, that kid would be like thrown into a pool, like it's
Right.
ridiculous. So I just think that's it bothers me.
I don't blame you.
Thank you.
But the other thing too is you talk about music in this book,
Yeah.
Your indie hippie shit here, and obviously your bands aren't like that. But how are you going to maintain never getting to that point?
Trust me, it's easier than you think because there is so much of that garbage out there. It's almost reactionary. It's like, well, I'm going to write the most pissed off goddamn album. It's very easy, especially to get me worked up. And, and then seeing it smeared all over the television, it's in every commercial. I just saw one that was it was so ridiculously cliche. It might as well have been a parody, and it's for a car commercial. And it was everything that I described in the book about the hip indie crap that's out there. It had this unintelligible verse. The vocals were distorted, and then all the chorus was just a bunch of ooh, 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 ooh. There's your hit. There's your hit. And I just made that up. There you go. That's $1 million right there.
Boom.
So I think as long as there's crappy music, I'll have something to kind of like, retaliate against, and I should be okay.
Sounds good. You're also doing this little mini tour where you're reading from the book, and you're also doing some small acoustic sets.
Yeah.
Why'd you want to bring that around? And for the people who might not get a chance to see it, what are they missing?
First off, I wanted to do it because I did it on 7 Deadly Sins, and we had so much fun doing it. Like, it was the most fun tour I'd ever done. And the audiences just, they ate it up, So I didn't get a chance to do it on A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to Heaven. So we definitely wanted to do it on this one. So we kind of found a window and we kind of jumped at it. I think the people who didn't don't get a chance to see it, it's me basically ranting for 20 minutes, and then I read from the book, and then I do a Q&A where I kind of open it up to the audience, and then I play acoustically for an hour and a half. So it's just a lot of fun. It's me getting out my inner stand-up comedian without, and this is all due respect to all the comedians out there, doing the legwork. Like putting the years in. Those guys go through hell. I have the benefit of kind of playing to the crowd, So I get to do that. I get to play acoustically, which I love to do. I get to interact with the fans. They can ask me almost anything. Almost anything. I still won't sign your baby, and I still won't dance. Okay? Just stop asking me that. So yeah, man. It's just it's a different type of show that maybe people haven't seen me do before, and I just love doing it.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be a great time, and
Oh, it's going to be terrible. I don't get the wrong idea. I'm not going to be good at any of this. I don't for a second think I have any talent when it comes to this, but hey, people are there, so I might as well do something.
The book is definitely hilarious, so I think it's going to go over well with people.
I hope so.
Just quickly too, part of the reason why I said you were able to squeeze in some time, Slipknot, you've got this massive tour with Lamb of God coming up. There will be Knotfest in the fall. What else is on deck for Slipknot this year?
We are going down to South America and playing some shows down there. It's looking like Mexico City in December, which we've never played before. We've just never had a chance to get there. So that'll be cool. And then next year, it's looking like we're going to kind of do like tours off and on up until the summer. So, a lot of big stuff for Slipknot. And that's also while balancing Stone Sour and doing the other covers EPs and stuff like that. And then just kind of starting to write for the next Stone Sour album. So, yeah, it's kind of assholes and elbows right now,
You're a busy man.
I am a busy man. Thank God I dressed the part.
Well, on that note, Corey, I want to thank you for dropping by Revolver today. You're Making Me Hate You. It's out now. Thanks for joining us. You're watching Revolver TV.